Many entrepreneurs stall the growth of their business purely because they don't hire their dream team. Why? Because they falsely believe that it's going to cost them a lot of money. But what if you could hire a VA that would generate $100,000 for you over and over and over? And what if you could do that on a budget smaller than you ever thought possible? Pay attention, because we're going to go through a step-by-step process on how you can do that. And many of our customers have been empowered by this process to grow their companies to multiple 6 and 7 figures. Hey, my name is Silvia Myers and I'm one of the co-founders of the Traffic Ninjas. In this channel, we talk about everything e-commerce related and how these little known strategies can empower you to grow your business to the level that you deserve. Join us on this path, how we discover these little known ways on how to do that. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification not to miss out. Okay, so let's go through the step-by-step process on how to hire your VA that will essentially make 6 figures for you over and over and over. So it all starts with a list. What do I mean by that? First of all, you've got to create a list of all of the tasks that you've been doing inside your business. So write it on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, write down all of the tasks that you would love to be doing to grow your business, but you actually haven't yet, okay? And also, I want you to start kind of putting in against these tasks that you've been doing inside of business. Is this something that's gonna make the boat go faster? In other words, is it something that's gonna help you grow your business? If not, just mark it and call it like an X or 80% or whatever you'd like to call it. Essentially, these are the tasks that you will start hiring out. That's to give you a clue. Because the most important thing is to start freeing up your time. Why? Because so many entrepreneurs want to hire all-rounders who will be essentially mini them, and I've done that in the past, but unfortunately it's a huge myth that hiring an all-rounder is essentially going to help you grow your business. Unfortunately, hiring an all-rounder is going to be really expensive and it's not going to help you grow your business. So the goal number one, in order to get a VA that's going to generate multiple 6-figure for you, is really to understand what is it that's eating up your time, because you are the CEO of your business and it is scientifically proven that the fewer tasks you have on your list, the more your brain expands and the more strategic thinking you've got and the more you can grow your business. Okay, so let's presume you've got your list. First of all, you need to start offloading your admin. So group all of those tasks together and have a look like, is this one skill set? Is this something that an admin person could do? If that is the case, that is going to be your hiring number one. And we will shortly talk about and how to do that and how much to pay this VA who will essentially do all of these tasks for you. Once you find the person number one who will look after all of your admin for you, then you start grouping together the tasks that are essentially some of the tasks that you might be doing or might want to be doing that are generating revenue for your business. But right now, you might not necessarily have the capacity to do these tasks well or to do them enough. It could be tasks such as creating reels or posts on your social media. If you are not doing that on a daily basis at a very bare minimum because your excuse is that you don't have time, you've got to find somebody who can do this for you, because outsourcing your reels and social media posts will generate free traffic for your business, and that will essentially be free sales. Second, you will find that the more traffic you are getting to your store, the more customers ask questions. Hey, what is the dimension of this product? Hey, is it gonna fit with blah? Hey, is it also good for me because this is my special situation? Rather than responding to all of these queries or non-responding, you want to have a VA who will handle these queries. Why? Because these are your hot leads that are very likely to turn to dollars. And if you don't have that capacity to respond to them, that's essentially just money flowing through the drain. Next, you want to start thinking of revenue generating activities such as blog writing. Hang on a minute. I know some of you might be like, come on, how is blog writing a revenue generating activity? Well, it is, because a blog that is well written by a blog writer is essentially going to generate free traffic again for your store. And you want to make sure that you attract all of these potential buyers who will then turn to sales, because they will want to find out more about the type of product that they are searching for. Let's say you are selling pink t-shirts. So you can have a whole blog talking about pink t-shirts from all different angles, and your blog writer will do a fantastic job because they are professionally trained to do that, which is going to essentially get that free traffic to your store and it will convert to sales. Now, again, you are probably thinking, oh my God, a blog writer, it's gonna cost me arm and a leg, but it is not. It will essentially be costing you perhaps $3, $4, sometimes $5 an hour. Yes, guys, that's all it is. Some of the best people, some of the best VAs I've worked with, I've literally been spending $25 a week. So we will talk through the step-by-step process. But before we do that, here are some more ideas on revenue generating tasks that you can outsource. For example, you can hire somebody who is going to create product listings for you inside your store. But rather than get somebody who is going to create the product listing and also write the text, you would want somebody who can operate ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is a super amazing tool that can easily create a very attractive product description that will turn as many customers into conversions and dollars as possible. Okay, so rather than hiring an all-rounder again, you want to hire somebody who will be maybe just a little bit more technical, somebody who will be able to create a product and then operate ChatGPT and just copy paste the text in there. Another amazing revenue generating task that you can outsource is someone who is essentially good with databases, like somebody who is just really good at researching for names, companies, numbers, and who to reach out to. So if I were you, I would be hiring somebody who would be creating 100 or 200 or 500, a list of 500 companies who essentially sell products to my ideal customer, and I could reach out and partner with them and create a win-win partnership. Now, don't get that VA to create the list and reach out to them, because that's already a slightly different skill set. But you can have somebody with an amazing skill set for $3 or $4 an hour to create this comprehensive list for you and extract it from different databases for literally like almost no money at all. And then you can have your admin or your comms person who you already know that they're good with communication, that they might be good with social media posts or customer communication. You might get them to reach out to all of these companies who essentially have lists and lists of your ideal customers and might be ready to partner with you and sell your products completely free. All right, so this is how you do that. First of all, you already have all of these micro tasks, right? We are not hiring an all-rounder because, as we said, an all-rounder is crazy expensive and it's not gonna help you grow the business. So rather than that, you want to have a team of people who work 3, 2, or even 1 hour per week for you, and you are outsourcing micro tasks. So the way how you're gonna do that is you can either go on Upwork or on Fiverr, and you essentially start looking for the skill set. It could be a blog writer, it could be social media post editor, it could be video editor, right? So you will start looking for these very specific micro tasks. You also want to make sure that you select their level of English to be really, really good or native. And you also want to see if they already have an experience and what is their star rating. You obviously want to work with somebody who's already worked with many companies before and who's got a really good rating. Now, once you start browsing, do not hire, just browse. And you will browse and you will start seeing what's people's hourly rate. When I first saw that, I was like, oh my God, how am I going to be able to afford these people? Because everybody's got an hourly rate of $35 an hour and $45 an hour and a minimum of $25 an hour. How on earth am I going to be able to afford that? And then I actually realized that all of these hourly rates are aspirations for those people who are not essentially doing their due diligence, right? So as a smart business owner, you are not going to do that. What you're going to do instead, you will take a note of those hourly rates and you will slash that hourly rate by 4. So essentially you take, or even by 5, you take like 20% of that hourly rate and you create a job post. So instead of hiring somebody, you create this job post and you are going to be very specific and really upfront. Hey, I'm looking for somebody for 3 hours a week or 4 hours a week or even 2 hours a week, depends what stage of your business you are at, to do very specific tasks that you put in there. And also make sure that you state in there like, hey, if we're a good fit, this is a long-term contract and there is always going to be more work for you as we grow together. And then you insert that suggested rate. You can even put a range between $4 to $7 per hour, depending on what that range is for the task that you are willing to pay. And ideally what you want to do inside that listing, insert a keyword, like a code word, so that people who apply need to essentially quote this code word. Why is that? because you will see that as you throw the job post in there, you're gonna have a lot of people apply, but not everyone would have read your job posting, not everybody would have been qualified the way you want them, and not everybody would have been inserting the keyword. So the keyword or the code word, you want to definitely have it in there, because that will essentially eliminate 90% of the applicants and will really just leave those people in there who really, really want to work with you and who really want the job that you are offering. And after that, once you selected your candidate, I suggest typically to have a 2-week paid trial and just say, hey, we're going to work together for about 2 weeks just to set their expectations, because I want to see how you operate and how we work together. And if we work together well, we will then extend it on an ongoing basis. I like to start with about 5 hours a week to kind of test each other, see how we are fit, and see how that person quickly responds to my inquiries. There you have it. A step-by-step process on how to grow your team and get your VAs generate multiple six figures for you so that you can grow your company fast. I used to believe that having an all-rounder and paying somebody a lot of money was gonna get me there faster, but unfortunately, instead of having the VAs generate 6 figures for me, unfortunately, I gambled those 6 figures away so that you guys don't have to do that. So once you've put this into action, let me know, comment below, do let me know who did you hire, what are they doing for you, and whether they generated their first few dollars for you. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe, let us know how you like this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.